Good morning / afternoon / evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to stand before you today and talk about one of the most important mindsets we can adopt in our journey towards success. The title of my speech is Rise and Grind. Success is waiting. These are not just words, they are call to action. Success does not wait for anyone. It doesn't come to you just because you wish for it or hope it will arrive. No, it demands action, it demands discipline, it demands that you rise and grind each day with a focus, a vision, and an unwavering commitment to push yourself toward greatness. The world doesn't owe us success, but it's there waiting for those who are willing to work for it. And when we talk about working for it, we're talking about grinding, about doing what's necessary every day, even when it's tough, even when no one is watching. One, success starts with a decision. Success begins with a simple yet powerful choice, the decision to go after it. You see, success doesn't just happen to you, it's something you actively choose to pursue. It starts with your mindset, and that mindset begins with a decision. The decision to say, I am capable of achieving something greater. I am committed to becoming better. I am choosing success over complacency. This decision isn't always easy because it often requires you to step out of your comfort zone, to challenge what you thought was possible for yourself. When you make the decision to go after success, you're essentially deciding to break free from the limitations and excuses that might have held you back in the past. It's no longer about waiting for opportunities to fall into your lap or wishing for the perfect moment to take action. That moment is now. The decision to act is the turning point. Once you commit, you start to align your actions with your goals, and that's where the magic happens. Making that decision means you're also choosing to embrace the discipline and sacrifice required. It's not enough to just dream or hope for success. You have to take responsibility for making it happen. That responsibility begins the moment you decide that nothing will stand in your way. With this decision comes a powerful realization: you are the one in control of your future. And success is not some distant possibility, but a goal that's within your reach if you're willing to work for it. The first step towards success is always internal. It starts with your thoughts, your beliefs, and your willingness to make that choice. That decision is the foundation for everything that follows. And once you've made it, you start to see opportunities, you start to find the strength to push through obstacles, and you start to unlock parts of yourself you never knew existed. So ask yourself, what decision will you make today? Will you commit to success, or will you let fear or doubt control your path? The choice is yours. 2, consistency is key. Success doesn't happen overnight, and it certainly doesn't come from bursts of effort followed by periods of inaction. It comes from showing up every day, putting in the hard work, and staying consistent even when results aren't immediate. Consistency is the true measure of commitment. It's about developing a routine, sticking to your goals, and refusing to let temporary setbacks or slow progress discourage you. Success isn't a quick sprint to the finish line, it's a marathon. And consistency is what keeps you moving forward even when the road ahead seems long. When you're consistent, you're building habits that reinforce your journey towards success. Every small, consistent action you take compounds over time, and even the smallest progress can lead to significant results in the long run. It's easy to get discouraged when we don't see instant results, but the reality is that success is rarely instantaneous. It's the product of doing the right things over and over, refining your efforts, and learning from your experiences. The power of consistency lies in its ability to create momentum. Once you begin to show up and put in the work consistently, you'll find that progress starts to feel more natural, more automatic. The key is to remain focused on the process rather than obsessing over the end result. Each day is an opportunity to move closer to where you want to be, and consistency is the vehicle that gets you there. When you're consistent, you begin to trust the process. And over time, you build the strength, skill, and resilience needed to achieve bigger and bigger goals. It's also important to understand that consistency doesn't mean perfection. You don't have to do everything perfectly every single day. What matters is that you show up, even when you're not feeling your best, even when obstacles arise, and even when things don't go as planned. Consistency is about showing up for yourself and your goals no matter what. Success isn't about being perfect. It's about being relentless in your pursuit, no matter how small the steps may seem. In the end, consistency is the key that unlocks success. Without it, even the most talented or capable person will struggle to achieve their potential. It's through consistent action, day in and day out, that we build the momentum, skills, and strength necessary to reach our goals. So don't get discouraged by the time it takes. Just keep showing up, keep putting in the work, and trust that your efforts will eventually pay off. 3, embrace the challenges. Challenges are an inevitable part of the journey toward success, but rather than viewing them as obstacles, we should embrace them as opportunities for growth. It's easy to feel defeated when things don't go as planned or when we hit roadblocks. However, the reality is that challenges are often the very things that shape us into stronger, more capable individuals. Without challenges, we wouldn't have the chance to test our resilience, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. These moments of adversity push us to think differently, innovate, and develop the skills needed to succeed at higher levels. When you face challenges, it's important to remember that they don't define you. What defines you is how you respond to them. You have the power to either let them break you or to use them as fuel to push forward. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to learn something new about yourself, to develop a skill you might not have had before, or to refine your approach to a problem. The key is to not be intimidated by setbacks or failures, but to see them as a necessary part of the process. These are the experiences that build your character and ultimately bring you closer to your goals. Sometimes challenges come in the form of external circumstances, things you can't control, such as market conditions, competition, or the actions of others. At other times, the biggest challenge is internal, self-doubt, fear, or a lack of confidence. But in both cases, it's your response that matters. You have the ability to adapt and to rise above these challenges, and by doing so, you not only overcome them, but you also grow stronger. It's in facing adversity head-on that you develop the mental toughness and emotional resilience needed for long-term success. It's also worth noting that challenges can often reveal opportunities you might not have noticed before. Sometimes a setback is simply a redirection toward a better path. Challenges force us to step out of our comfort zones and into new territory. And it's in those unfamiliar spaces that we often discover new strengths, new ideas, and new possibilities. What might seem like a failure at first glance could be the exact turning point you need to achieve something even greater. The most successful people in the world have faced numerous challenges on their path to greatness. What sets them apart is not their ability to avoid challenges, but their willingness to tackle them head on, to stay focused, and to keep moving forward even when it feels impossible. They understand that challenges are part of the process, and they've learned to embrace them rather than fear them. Ultimately, it's through overcoming challenges that we develop the resilience, grit, and wisdom necessary to reach our full potential. So, when you encounter a setback or obstacle on your journey, don't shy away from it. Lean into it, learn from it, and let it propel you forward toward your success. 4. Success is about persistence. Success is not achieved by those who give up at the first sign of difficulty. Instead, it belongs to those who remain persistent even when the journey gets tough and even when the finish line seems far out of reach. Persistence is the true driving force behind achieving your goals. It is what enables you to keep going despite the obstacles that inevitably come your way. When everyone else around you may be ready to quit, it's the persistent ones who stand firm, push through their doubts, and continue to move forward. They understand that success isn't about avoiding failure, but about continuing to take action even after setbacks. Persistence is often the difference between those who dream of success and those who actually achieve it. It's about choosing to keep going when motivation fades, when energy wanes, or when results are not immediately visible. Motivation is powerful, but it's fleeting. Persistence, however, is a mindset that you can cultivate and rely on. It's the quiet determination to keep pushing yourself toward your goals, even when the world around you seems to be telling you to stop. This is what separates the achievers from the dreamers. The journey to success can be long and filled with hardships. It's easy to feel discouraged after a failure or a tough season. But persistence allows you to view those challenges as part of the process, not as the end of the road. It teaches you to focus on the long-term vision, to keep your eye on the prize, even when it feels miles away. Success isn't a straight line, and there will be moments when you feel like you've hit a wall. But persistent people don't stop at the wall. They find a way to climb over it, break through it, or go around it. Every successful person has experienced moments of doubt, frustration, or failure. But what set them apart is their ability to keep going despite those feelings. Persistence is also about having a flexible mindset. It's recognizing when something isn't working and finding a different approach rather than abandoning the goal altogether. It's the ability to adapt, learn from mistakes, and keep moving forward with renewed determination. The persistent person doesn't see failure as the end. They see it as feedback and a stepping stone to something greater. Furthermore, persistence is a muscle that grows stronger the more you use it. The more you persevere through difficult times, the more confident you become in your ability to handle challenges. Over time, your resilience will increase and your capacity for persistence will expand. This constant effort leads to personal growth and the achievement of goals that once seemed impossible. In the end, it's persistence that leads to breakthroughs. Success rarely happens on the first try or in the first attempt. It requires continuous effort, belief in yourself, and the understanding that things may not always go as planned, but as long as you refuse to quit, you are one step closer to achieving what you set out to do. So, when you feel like giving up, remember that persistence is the secret ingredient to success. Keep going, and you will eventually reach the destination you've been striving for. In conclusion, success is not an accident or a stroke of luck. It is the result of deliberate effort, consistent action, and an unwavering commitment to keep going, even when the going gets tough. By making the decision to pursue your goals, staying consistent in your actions, embracing the challenges that come your way, and remaining persistent in the face of adversity, you are setting yourself up for success. It won't always be easy, and there will be moments when you feel like giving up. But remember this, success is waiting for those who are willing to rise and grind every single day. Keep your eyes on the prize, trust the process, and never stop moving forward. The path may not always be smooth, but with dedication and resilience, the reward is always worth the effort. So rise, grind, and claim your success. It's out there waiting for you. The grind might seem relentless, but success Success is worth every ounce of effort. So rise up, grind hard, and claim what's waiting for you. Thank you.